The health issue I had was a brain tumour. You actually know the word of that, I forget.
It was a meningioma.
Meningioma. It was a fairly reasonable size one, and it was not on the surface either, it was deeper in. And it was non-detectable until the final 2 to 3 weeks of my life. We were totally believing in God. So when I did get ill, we just gave ourselves totally to prayer. Julie came down to the hospital. I was rushed to hospital. The doctors basically said 2 to 3 weeks, not much we can do. Turned out to be a, they call it calcified.
Yep.
Calcified tumour. So in other words, it couldn't be removed easily. It required an 11-hour operation with the head cut open.
Obviously the diagnosis just came out of nowhere. Even though there was a few symptoms looking back before he was diagnosed, at the time everything seemed fine. I remember getting there and had been sort of through all the emotions of, why now, why us? And I just prayed about it and had a sense of peace of, God will never forsake me. That if this is his plan, then there's a plan for me. And it's really hard to describe, but it's just an unexplainable peace came over me. People started to come in from everywhere. Even the hospital was caught off guard by how many people came in. People from different churches, different denominations. They had to open up another area for us, but everybody was praying. And that was where 96.5 came into it, of just having that time of travelling into hospital. And I think I said to someone else before, it gave me permission to laugh. That in amongst all the seriousness of hospital and going through the motions and having meetings with neurosurgeons and getting the 3-page list of this is everything that can go wrong. In amongst all of that, every day I had that sort of 45 minutes to an hour it took me to train it in both ways, was, permission to laugh and to have that hope and that, I'm not the only one going through a terrible time.
My recovery was amazing, wasn't it? I was given the gift of reading the Bible from the day I opened my eyes. It's not possible for a person who's had their brain open to read for a month. I couldn't read the menu. I couldn't read the toilet doors, but I was able to read the Bible. I had learnt not to love money. I had learnt get rid of pride and arrogance. Don't be like that. But the one thing I had not done, I'd not given up the burden I carried from my past life. I had not handed across to Christ that he had already died for me to carry that burden. And on that day it was taken off me. And that was the final of all the many steps I went through to bring me to serve him fully.